Hello, Professor and fellow classmates. My name is Jerry Schramm, and I opted for Chapter 18, Marketing, the nuts and bolts for my presentation. Marketing in long-term care. Long-term care center care is rapidly growing in an expansive and highly competitive field. Many services that are not considered skilled nursing are out of pocket. Independent living communities, continuing care retirement communities, assisted living, adult daycare, home health, and skilled nursing are all long-term care services, all competing for residents, consumers, and it's very competitive. This picture depicts the reason for marketing in long-term care. The performance of your organization depends on it. Reliance on subsidized payers, Medicare or Medicaid, limits the success. Attracting the right customers is integral for survivability. The out-of-pocket expenses for some of these long-term care services generally is very competitive in attracting the right clientele. It's hard to sustain your services purely on subsidized reimbursements. Marketing is defined as the activity, set of institutions and processes for creating, communicating, delivering, and exchanging offerings that have value for customers, clients, partners, and society at large. Now, community relations is slightly different. It's a concept in which an organization focuses on the development of a positive image in the community through participation in community activities, providing community services, and by being a good neighbor. Community relations focuses more on building a positive image versus selling services in the respect that marketing does. Both community relations and marketing are integral to long-term care. Having a positive reputation in the community in addition to effectively promoting the quality of the organization is important. If you're well regarded in a community, if your reputation is solid, then generally more people are prone to come to your particular organization. Strategic marketing and planning. Strategic plan, the purpose is to develop a strategy that will help the organization thrive and prosper. Analysis and strategy provide the foundation on which the marketing plan is created. A marketing plan is slightly different. Its purpose is to develop a marketing strategy that will help the organization thrive and prosper by selling more of its services or products. One way is through strategic plans being realized. So the concept is to develop a strategy and understand the direction you want your organization to go. And the marketing plan takes that direction and figures on how to take those services and push them out so you get the clientele to make your plan, your mission, your vision a reality. So market strategy, it begins during the self-assessment process of the strategic planning process. Conduct a market assessment called a market plan audit. And that is a comprehensive review used to evaluate marketing strategy, gauge return on investment, ensure meeting an organization's objectives. Once the strategic plan identifies the mission and vision, the marketing strategy can be developed. Again, generally, you need to determine where your organization is and where you want it to go. And only once you set your mission and your vision where you anticipate it to be, can you then market your product. So the market strategy, it answers the questions, where do we want to go and how do we want to get there? When you review your strategic alternatives, the growth strategies to expand into other markets, consolidation strategies to focus on smaller markets. So in your growth, your market penetration, which markets do you want to grow into? Are you just in the Lancaster area and you want to expand into York? Your market development. How are you going, which services are you going to then promote, put it out there? Product development, these services, these amenities, are they something someone else is not offering? And the diversity, to make sure you're offering the right services that the demographics you're aiming for want. And consolidation is the reverse. Suppose you want to stop offering a particular service, amenity. You want to start coming back and focus just on a small segment, a small specific demographic. That would be consolidation. Coming back and devoting all of your resources on a small segment rather than diversification. Once you develop your strategy, what you want to do is your market research. The process by which your organization identifies the customers it serves, potential future consumers, issues of importance to them through the collection of data, can be used to evaluate effectiveness of previous or current marketing efforts or the knowledge and acceptance of offered services. So in your market research, you want to understand who am I aiming for, which demographics. Is this something that there's a market for? Do they want my service? Is this a bunch of young, vibrant individuals, or is this an aging population in this particular area? If you're marketing services to an 18-year-old crowd for long-term care, you're generally not going to be devoting your services in the right location. So it's important to do your research. Use for tools for market research, SWOT analysis, identify the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats of your organization, consumer surveys, focus groups, healthcare facility referrals. Where do your patients come from? Where do your consumers come from? Trade associations, marketing firms. Marketing firms come at a cost, but they specialize in identifying a lot of these surveys and focus groups. They go out and they get the information that you need, especially when you have a small staff or you're on a budget. Internet research, it's free. It's a little bit time consuming, but certainly a good option. Social media. Almost everyone is on social media, including seniors. Pushing out a solid product is something that people are going to identify with, share, and spread. And the U.S. Census Bureau for demographic information. Find out what the population is in the area, how many seniors, what percentage of the demographics in your area are seniors and would be considering your services. Implementation of a marketing plan. Product. You want to show the service that you have and how it will benefit the customer. Understand consistency is difficult. What you deliver to one patient very well may be different to what you deliver to another resident. Consistently, it'll be the same base, but how it's delivered between one person and the next may be slightly different. And that's the service to the customer. Make sure that they're getting what they're looking for. You certainly don't want to offer a swimming pool to somebody in a skilled nursing service. Assure the right amount of service is available. You want to make sure that that everyone who's a resident at your facility has access to all of those services, and have the right people representing the service to enhance the image. You want people who are going to make your organization look positive. Price. It's all dependent, cost-based. Government rates for delivery of services, you can't change what they're going to reimburse. Negotiate it, competitive, but covers costs with a slight margin. You're able to look at what everyone in the area is charging and make sure yours is competitive. And market-driven. Depending on local competition, you very well may need to undercut the next guy to draw consumers to your particular facility. And place. These services must be readily available. If people are looking for, if your area is known for being an outdoor type environment, then you want to make sure those services are the services that are available, and that your service is someplace, again, where it's going to be local. Many seniors want to be close to family. What is the demographics in your area? Enhance access to certain services that may otherwise be unavailable. Services such as you want to make sure that personal trainers are brought in, physical therapists, maybe entertainment. Bring those services in where people don't have to leave the community, but those things come to the community. And a multi-layered facility is always a great example of access to services. Promotion. How the organization gets its message out to customers, that's promotion, informing them of what you have to offer. You must differentiate from competitors. You don't want to offer the same product, you want to offer something unique that's to you, something that people are going to say, wow, I really want to go to this particular facility or this particular community because it has, and then you can offer that particular niche. It consists of different combinations of advertising, community relations, public relations, and publicity. Each of those will combine to come up with a promotional plan. Advertising. Most long-term care facilities engage in advertising. It targets a specific population with a specific message. You can reach a large audience, make customers aware of your services. You can do it educationally. Offer some educational links on your particular website that provides them the information they may need to know, or directs them to some information they may need in order to enter a long-term care facility. And the internet, organization websites, social media, all effective and inexpensive. Community relations, developed during the assessment portion of the plan. You want to identify the service community. You want to know what the community is that you serve. Does it have a lot of organizational groups? Is there volunteer work, services that you can provide? Does your facility offer engage in doing gardening? Could you grow different vegetables and plants and sell them out in the community? Design a community relations program specifically for the community and make sure that you're very engaging with you and your staff. Publicity defined as non-paid communication, generally in some media form. Media relations are important to get your message out there and helps promote your image. Must be balanced with the release of information. Not everything is newsworthy. You must only contact them when something is newsworthy. And minimize bad publicity. Maintain a positive image with the media. Branding is very important. You want to create an identity, make sure it's easily recognizable. Everyone can recognize the Golden Arches as McDonald's, or Dunkin' Donuts is easily recognizable. Good organizational branding will lead to brand equity, or the value of how the brand is viewed by the organization's constituents. If someone can easily recognize your jingle, your picture, how you identify with your facility, they're automatically going to recognize, especially if you've done due diligence in creating a positive image, they're going to recognize your organization quickly. In summary, developing a mission and vision through strategic planning helps set a course for the organization. Marketing helps make the mission and vision a reality by promoting the services, by gaining that customer base. And if a customer does not know or understand your organization, its services, then you will cease to have an organization. Thank you.